Bitcoin to $20K, sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you there's a technical reason why this could happen? In this video, I'm breaking down the CME gap theory, why big institutions might want Bitcoin to drop, and what events could trigger this massive move. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this. So, what's the CME gap theory, and why does $20K, $25K matter? The CME, or Chicago Mercantile Exchange, doesn't trade on weekends. When Bitcoin moves during the weekend, it creates price gaps in the CME futures chart. Historically, 80 to 90% of these gaps get filled, meaning Bitcoin often returns to those levels. Now let's talk about the $20K, $25K gap. Originally, this was the big unfilled gap from the last cycle. But here's the catch. Institutions have been buying heavily around $40K, $60K in recent years. With lost wallets reducing Bitcoin's circulating supply and massive institutional accumulation, the new gap might be forming in the $40K, $60K range instead. Coincidence? Or have institutions slowly moved the true gap higher? So, who benefits from a Bitcoin crash? Big institutions like BlackRock and Vanguard don't want to buy at all-time highs, they want cheap Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops, they can accumulate more before the next bull run. They have the power to manipulate the market using news, FUD, and mass liquidations. Exchanges and market makers also benefit. Liquidating over-leveraged traders is profitable. A big drop wipes out long positions, forcing traders to sell at a loss. Market makers can buy back cheaper and drive the price up again later. What could trigger a crash? Mass liquidations are a big one. Too many traders are long at high levels, like $60K plus. If Bitcoin drops sharply, it could trigger a chain reaction of stop losses and liquidations. Another possibility is a major exchange hack, like Bybit, Binance, or Coinbase. If a major exchange gets hacked, panic selling could crash the market. We've already seen reports of hacks in the past months. Regulatory crackdowns could also play a role. Governments could impose sudden restrictions on Bitcoin and stablecoins. For example, if the US bans Bitcoin ETFs or limits institutional access, prices could tumble. And don't forget another Luna-style collapse. If a big crypto project collapses, it could cause massive sell-offs, like Luna and FTX did. Many crypto lending platforms and altcoin farms are still over-leveraged. But why might Bitcoin not crash? We've seen strong buy orders in the $40K, $60K range. If big players have their Bitcoin holdings here, they may prevent prices from dropping lower. Lost wallets and reduced supply also play a role. Every cycle, more Bitcoin is permanently lost, which lowers available supply and can hold the price higher than past cycles. Plus, many altcoins and meme coins are still down 600 to 900% from previous highs. This could signal a lack of retail participation, which historically happens before major crashes. So, will Bitcoin crash to $20K? The CME gap is a strong argument, but it's possible that the real gap has shifted to $40K, $60K due to lost supply and institutional accumulation. A major liquidation event or black swan could still send Bitcoin lower, but at the same time, big players have more control than ever before. The real question is, who's playing who? What do you think? Will Bitcoin crash to $20K, or is the real CME gap now at $40K, $60K? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive crypto insights.